Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I'll give a few of y'all a few seconds to start to get online. Today I'm going to be talking about a friend of mine, I guess, an online friend of mine. His name is Philip, and he's trying to find him a place in the Philippines to live. He's been here for like 4 times, and for I guess up to 6 months at a time. He's lived here up near Manila. So he's trying to find him a place. I guess we all are as Americans and foreigners. They come to visit this wonderful country, trying to find a place of our own. So you look online and you come up with they tell you with the top 10 greatest cities to live in the Philippines. And let me give you an example. I just pulled it up, and I think it's from March 2018. I just pulled it up. And number 1 is Baguio City. I've been through Baguio, and it is very, very crowded. Let me shut this door a little bit. The wind's a little high. It's like a wind tunnel up here sometimes on the 2nd floor. But anyway, Baguio. Baguio is very hilly, and it's a very condensed town. It's a huge town, and it's in the mountains. So to live there, traffic's whenever I went through there, I couldn't find a hotel. The hotels there that were available were extremely high. But it's very crowded, and it just wasn't for me. I don't just want to say hi to one person online. Is that you, Philip? But the number 1 spot they say is Baguio City, which I disagree with because it's so crowded there and it's so hilly and it was just a beating just trying to get around the town. The second number 2 spot comes in down near Santa Rosa, which is Tagaytay City. I lived around that area for about 8 months to almost a year, and Tagaytay is a very nice place, very scenic, and they have 1 or 2 parks, but there just wasn't a whole lot there. I guess I didn't see a whole lot, but Tagaytay is all right, but it's just I didn't really see it as it's cooler. It's kind of in the mountains. It's just south of Santa Rosa, probably about 30 to 45 minutes by motorcycle or something like that. And then it comes in at number 3 is Lipay City, Batangas. Batangas is a little far out, I guess. As far as if you're going to live away from town, I didn't see. I've been down to Batangas a couple of times. That's where I went to their port down there to come south to Bacolod. But it's a small city, and I really didn't see a whole lot. I know they have some wonderful beaches down there that I've heard. I've never seen them. So number 4 comes in Santa Rosa. Of course, I like Santa Rosa. It's got all the malls and some nicer subdivisions down there. Coming in number 5 is Subic. I've been to Subic. I did not like Subic. Makati City. Is that you online there, Mr. P? Philip, is that you? But Makati is, I think, is for the richer folks. It costs. It's very. It's right in the middle of. It seems like it's in like a kind of sort of downtown Metro Manila type. But in Cebu comes in at number 7. Been to Cebu, very congested. The people stand great, Philip. I'm talking about the top 10 cities they say where you can live here in the Philippines, and I'm telling them why I don't think that it is right. But I think I got the right a city for you, Philip, that you may be interested in. But they got Bacolod is number 8. Number 9 is Iloilo. Number 10 is Davao City. I kind of like Bacolod. It doesn't have any beaches, and you have to go up north 2.5 hours to Lakewan to go to a decent beach. But I tell you what, Philip, you talked about. Let me see. You talked about you wanted a place. It's kind of you're not really sure. You heard about Bohol. I've never been to Bohol, but I'd love to go. And that's probably about the only place that I haven't been yet in the Philippines is Bohol. Duma, I've been to Duma, and it's overcrowded. But there's tons of foreigners down there. I don't mind a bunch of foreigners, but that's just way too many. It's like living in America down there. But it's kind of congested too. But Dumaguete is all right. Don't get me wrong, but I like to be amongst the natives, so to speak. And I guess Bacolod is becoming more like Dumaguete because I know a ton of foreigners here. But I just got back from Boracay, and you said something, you've been there before. And I drove there from Bacolod, and I really find that Iloilo is a very, very it's a very clean island. And I know that Iloilo is split. Iloilo is on one side, and there's some other place on the other side of the island. Let me look at my map. Iloilo. It's Panay. Panay, I think it is. Yeah, but and let me tell you why I think Iloilo has got your name on it. Well, I'm going to go check it out here pretty shortly. Probably within the next 30 days, I'm going to go on the island to kind of look around a little bit more. Iloilo has an SNR, and I know you know what an SNR is because you're fairly close to it there in Santa Rosa. Thing you said you like to cook, and they have some of the American stuff there. So that would be it's a fairly decent sized city, and what I've seen on the Panay Island is it is very, very clean, and there are beaches there you can go to. Yes, I joined it back when I first come to the Philippines a couple of years back. I joined the one there in Santa Rosa, and I haven't had any U.S. milk since. So, but that's what I miss about being up there in the big cities is the SNR. But I think Iloilo is where I'm probably going to be going to live next, just because it is a very nice island. It seems all the towns that I went through on the entire island, they seem very, very clean. I've seen some of the beaches coming back on, down to Bacolod on that island, that they were actually blue water and the whole thing. Just it's not as nice as Boracay. But you know what I'm getting at? It's kind of like the Florida coast type deal. Not as nice, but they have places where, here on the island of Iloilo, I'll call it Island of Iloilo. But I'm in Bacolod right now. I live I live in Talisay, not Bacolod. I did live in Bacolod, but kind of moved over here a little bit. I'm going to probably stay here for another year. I've been moving around a little bit. I'm just like you. I'm trying to find my own place here in the Philippines. But me, my first priority is number one. I've got to be I want to be close enough to a city where I can go in and get my necessities. Go in and eat at a restaurant. A place to go see a movie, get out and do something, and I'm a country boy also. I like to stay away from the big city. I like the country. I like the quiet. But my main thing is I want the option to go to a beach and just hang out under a beach umbrella with some chairs, and just chill out, maybe drink some tequila and a few beers, and just enjoy the day. A lot like you do in Florida. Um, but here, there's 7,000. Was it 7,107 islands in the Philippines, and there's just not that many accessible beaches. I haven't been to that many except for Boracay, something like that. I heard down in Batangas they have some nice beaches, but to find a truly good place, I'm going to be trying out Iloilo next. I'm going to be going over and checking it out. I'm going to be staying here another year before I go over there. So, but rental houses, or it probably won't be a hard time finding you a decent rental house. Um, um, it's just finding you a real estate agent to put you in touch with the right people is the problem here. I know a few realtors here in Bacolod that could find somebody a decent house. I don't know if they have any connections on the next island. Yeah, they got decent scuba diving everywhere. I've been over to Cebu Island, down to Mobile. I know that's not the way you sound it, but I mean the way you say it. I just can't say the names for some reason. But I've been down to Mobile. They have some decent diving down there. They have some decent diving just about everywhere in the Philippines that I can see. They dive everywhere. You a scuba diver, Philip? Yes, I am too. I am. I did hygiene, but I did some scuba diving in my day too, and want to do it again. I'm getting to the age to where I need to get out and do some stuff, or I'll blow. But yeah, finding the perfect city to live here in the Philippines is a venture that you can go online and look all year, and people will tell you the same old every time. An actual facts. I don't think. I think that they're just trying to sell those areas. But I like Bacolod because it's in the center of everything. That's why I guess the reason why I came here first is because on Money Magazine in 2008 it said it was very nice, and it ranks in the top 10 on all the lists, and I guess that's why I'm here. So, but I don't really think it's the best place in the Philippines to retire, but it's a good place to start. And just like you, I don't want to go everywhere, and because it costs a ton of money, I'll just move from place to place to place until I find a nice place. But I think Iloilo is my next stop as far as renting a house or something. How do I find it? Yes, you that's yeah. It's just finding you a yeah. I've heard Iloilo is nice too, and I've seen it, but I hadn't been in town. Finding a good realtor, and that's what one of my goals as being a vlogger is being a source of information for everyone to go to so they can have another avenue rather than just starting new every time you want to go to a different place. You'll have some sort of a place to go for information. I know two realtors here, and I'll talk to them about maybe they know somebody in Iloilo that I can talk to about finding out some information. um, that would probably help a lot of people. But Iloilo, I'm going to find out what's going on over there, and I'll get back with you. Chug-a-lug Doug, how are you? You know, most of the bloggers are just scammers. How are they scammers or Chug-a-lug? Yeah, I want some real information, and you know, and it could be like specific to like what Philip was wanting, you know, and I think a lot of times people are just trying to find out general information, but I'll find out exactly what's going on in Iloilo, and if I can find some realtors over there, then I will get with you. They don't provide accurate information. They portray, yes, they do. Yeah, it is nothing like I think what most people, the dream that they're selling. You know, yeah. Um, there's things that about the Philippines that most people do not know, and I wouldn't really say online. You know, I would do it in Messenger, but you know, a lot of things sometimes I won't put online because it's so brutal truth. You know what I'm saying? But I try to be nice, but I try to provide good information. Yes, but yeah, and that's what I want my vlog to be is to hook people up with information and kind of help them out. In turn, I want like Philip, maybe you could provide me with some honest realtors down there around where you live. Maybe hook me up with their name or something or information where I can contact them and have information where if somebody's coming down to Manila area, maybe I can direct them to some people also. And it's like I have some people that like that are part of, I guess, my subscribers that are helping out different people that are coming to the Philippines also. Like Chug-a-lug Doug, where you at, Chug-a-lug? You here in the Philippines or in the States? But Philip, you're in Nashville. So how have you ever been in the Philippines or Chug? Oh, and by the way, I really like your Chug-a-lug Doug name. That's pretty cool. Well, if you want some truth, what do you want to know about Cebu? Because I've been over there. I just went over there this last month. Thailand, I don't know. Vietnam. That's yeah, Philip. That's exactly what I need. Anyone that is honest that I can hook a foreigner up with to look, and they really do need to be in subdivisions, not standalone properties. They're working strictly for subdivisions. If they're honest and they have rental property, then that's what I want. Only the honest ones. Chug-a-lug, I don't know. I hadn't ever been to Thailand. I've heard a lot about it. Also Vietnam, also. Yes, I can tell you a lot about renting a house. I'm going to I've rent probably about three houses so far. So I'll probably be doing a video on rental property here pretty quick in the next month or so. Um, and some of the things to look out for, and some of the things you can do to protect yourself. Yeah, but yeah, but I'll be doing something like that. But Philip is looking for a place to call his own, and I think right now, yes, yes. And I will do an honest video on rental property. And I'm renting a place right now. My girlfriend and I rented it last April and have been there since December in Kuwait. I've been in that little town. How do you like it there, Philip? Is it a decent place? And how much are you paying rent, if you don't mind me asking? I don't want to dig into your private business. Yeah, chug-a-lug. You're exactly right. As far as I've heard, there's two different rates in the Philippines: the local price and the expat price. Yes, always send your Filipina or your girlfriend in to negotiate before. Don't even step out of the car. Too many people for me. Yeah, it's very crowded there. Here in Bacolod, the traffic is a beating, but it's great as far as I like it. It's got the small town feel, and the longer I feel that the longer that you stay, and like it's not very a big town, so the longer that you stay, the more people you come into contact with and meet them. I've got some friends here I could go down and have beers with. They have a Wednesday night beer night, so everybody goes down and drink beer and get a little saucy, get a little bit buzzed, and then they go home. I try not to go out and go drinking. I like to drink at home, so it's a controlled environment. I want it like that. That's not bad, Philip. I would like information like that. So it's all in. That's great. 10,000 all in. That is absolutely wonderful. You should send me the basic information on that. I would like the name of after you move out. I don't want give me the bare essentials on it, if you could. It's a 3-story apartment building on the top floor. Great. I'm in Chug-a-Lug, I'm in Bacolod. It's a small town in the central Visayas. It's got a lot of foreigners in it, but not as many as Dumaguete. Bohol, yeah. I plan on going to Bohol also. Chug-a-Lug. I've heard it's nice also. I haven't been there yet, and that's probably about the only place on the I guess the east side of the Philippines, and I'll show you just briefly where I've been. And if you're looking at the map, here's Luzon. That's your Manila and all that stuff. I've been all down through here, down to here. I haven't been. There's Bohol. There's Bohol right there. I've been all the way down to even Cebu, Sigihor. I've been to Sigihor down here. So I haven't been on the west side, and that's where a lot of the, I hear that it's a little risky on that side. But I haven't been there yet, but I plan on going. They say the Philippines is about the size of, okay, see you later, Philip. But they said the Philippines is about the size of California. So I plan on going to all of it. But yeah. So when are you coming to the Philippines there, Chug-a-Lug Doug? And are you planning on retiring here, or are you planning on just visiting? And how long is it going to be till you retire? I've been here for a little bit over 2 years. I started up north. Yeah, I have quite a few friends that are interested in coming out after seeing some of my videos. They are really, really wanting to come out and they're planning on retiring here for a little bit. So they'll probably live close by me or close enough to where I can go visit them. You're retired now. How old are you, Chug-a-Lug Doug? If you don't mind me asking, I don't want to get into your business. So you got to sell your house, huh? Yeah, it took me a year to get rid of all my stuff. Yeah. You're 55. You're a young man, and I'm looking. Did you say you've ever been here? Have you ever been here before, Doug? Chug-a-Lug? I'm trying to look, and I've talked to a lot of different people, so you forgive me if you would. Um, Stan and all them guys, they're always telling me, you're 55, you're a young man, and you're retired. That's great. And Chug-a-Lug Doug, if you're really wanting to know something, um, let me know and send me a message via never been here. Well, you should come here, man. Don't be, you know what they say the hardest part about coming to the Philippines is getting on the plane. And I tell you what, I tend to agree with that. That's the hardest part, is just getting on the plane, Doug. And if I were you, I would just come over, spend a month, and then go back. And at least you have a good idea of what it's like. Cheap place by the beach. So do I. So do I. Um, are you planning on having everybody has a budget? So if you don't mind me asking, what is your budget going to be? You want a cheap place by the beach. Probably, I think, probably Batangas or Bohol. I don't know. I don't know about Bohol. I've been looking at places over there, and you can find something fairly cheap, as far as a house to rent. And I would only suggest renting a house because then you have a backyard, and it just gives you a little bit more freedom. But right now, I'm planning to go over to Iloilo and do some investigating on the island. Yeah. Why do you want to go cheap? Well, I suggest starting out, um, Doug. I suggest you start out at around 1,500, and you can always get cheaper after that. Just I've seen too many guys get broken into houses there. Yeah, that's why. Well, if you have a subdivision, a condo is good too. It's like an apartment if you don't mind apartments. Me, I hate apartments. They feel like a prison or something. If you like condos, you can get a condo. They got them everywhere. They've got them here in Bacola. They have a swimming pool up on top, and it's yeah. I know Rike. He's a good guy. I've talked to him several times. Um, yeah, he's a good guy. He's helped me out of a jam a time or two. Well, really, just one good time. I mean, I really needed him, and he came to the rescue and gave me some good advice. So, yeah, I know Enrique. He's a good guy. He's good in my book, but he's got a lot of good information. Um, but I can't say anything bad about him. Um, I do tend to think that a lot of people, um, tell only the good and never enough about the negative side of it. You know, there is some negative sides as far as living in the Philippines, and one of them is you can't really tell people how you feel because it's if you're rude to somebody, it's if you raise your voice, then you're being rude, and you could be deported just for being rude. But you know, it's a different place and different culture, so you just got to be careful. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to go back and look at it. But yeah, I'm very aware of the um, dangers that exist in the Philippines. You just have to, and that's why I believe in subdivisions. If you get in a good subdivision, you're going to have guards up front. They're going to know who you are, and they're not going to let anybody in here that doesn't belong here. And it just you have a lot of different options, the good, the bad. Yeah, Chug, is if you would message me on personal the messenger on Facebook on my site there. Send me a message, Doug, and I'll tell you some of the things that you need to be really aware of and before you get here. And it's kind of a lot of people that don't know when they get here. So, and it's just it's a very touchy subject. A lot of people don't even want to say it online because it could be disastrous for them and disasters for others too. So, but it's a, you just have to be careful, just like any place else. You know, if you buy a young lady, if you get married and buy a house, it's not your house. You know, and you've seen that one video as far as Antone lost in Asia. Antone Ramon. And I think you can. Why did I choose the Philippines over Thailand? Is because they can speak English here. I would have less problems here than I would in Thailand. Are you still on, Chug? I don't see anyone online. Yeah, everything. If you take certain precautions when coming to the Philippines, you will be safe. But when you come over and you're like some love starved guy, here, let me put it for you right here. Just go to Antone Lost Asia. That's my page. Go on there and you can message me. If you can't message me, just send me you can message me on my my regular site there, on my YouTube, whatever you would like to do. Or you can go here. You there? Message me and I will kind of elaborate on some of the things. Of course, if you buy a house here, you have to put it in somebody else's name. But yeah, just send me a message. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this thing up. You have anything else there, Chug-a-Lug Doug? You have any questions or anything? What do you got? do I suggest you start off? I suggest you start off in Santa Rosa to live. That is, stay there for a good year, and then that'll kind of get your feet on the ground. You're welcome. Okay, we'll see you later. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.